larger than life. He'll give you strife. He's Todd. He's tall, he's mean, he's labeling machine. He's Todd. Rides a motorbike, he'll tell you what it's like. He's Todd. Don't know what he'll say, he'll scare the kids away. He's Todd. He's Todd.
Hey, what you think? Anyway, we actually, I'm in Denver, Colorado, actually Westminster, Colorado, and Mele Kalikimaka. Merry Christmas to you. I hope I don't offend anybody by saying Merry Christmas, but it's right on my hat anyway, so I figure I'd say that. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, whatever the case may be. But I'm in Westminster. I'm at my corporate office. I'm here actually to direct a professional actor on some of our products. So it doesn't offend me. Trust me, there's no professional at all with me. So I'm actually here to help this actor show our products. And so I figured what the hell, I'll do the show right from here. And that's what we're doing. So this is some of my doing behind me. I guess I miss my calling as an interior decorator. I don't know. But anyway, thanks for showing up. I really appreciate this. And today we're going to talk about my rep firms. And so the way that brother works is that there's only one of me. And my wife always thanks God for that there's only one of me. Let's see. Okay, Todd's vid is real blurry for some reason. Mine looks good. Kate's yelling at me. Maybe if I turn off this light, I don't know. I look good. I look real good. But anyway, Kate says I look blurry out there. Maybe that's a good thing. I don't know. Hey, good morning. Let's see. Blurry still. One sec. Technical issues. Okay, we're having technical issues? Wait. Okay, there we go. There we go. I don't know why I look blurry this morning. It may have been a good thing. But anyway, where the hell was I? Oh, back to my rep firm. So the way brother goes to market is that there's only one of me. I cover, Kate liked me blurry. Oh, no, Robert liked me blurry. Anyway, we can all talk to each other in this little chat down here. So I cover a lot of territory. I've been with your brother for almost 11 years, but I have rep firms. I have rep firms that cover 28 states or something like that. And so unfortunately, they got to deal with me. And so I thought, why not bring these folks on live? And they're going to talk about the products out there, and they're going to talk about what brother brings to the table. Not what I bring to the table, because that's not good. All right, but what brother kind of brings to the table, and I'm sure they're gonna spew some BS. All right, and that's fine. I've got 3 out of my 4 rep firms that showed up today. The folks at Ironwood decided to opt out, and they gave me some excuses. I don't know whatever it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to represent Ironwood here for the next 2 minutes and just kind of go over, what lines they cover. And again, that's the whole purpose of today, is to get everyone out there acquainted with their rep firm, if you don't know them already, and those particular products. So as far as Ironwood is concerned, they got Hitachi, and Ironwood covers Arizona, New Mexico, and Vegas. All right. So anyway, Hitachi, Lin, FiberFox, VX. And by the way, I've had a lot of these folks on my show as well. So obviously they got brother. RXL's been on my show. Basser's been on my show. Volt Server we just had on the show. We had FiberFox on early. Quanergy's been on my show. ICT. Quumulex. Whatever. Ericont Vision, Ericont Vitek, Proactive, Merasis, Iron, Elk, LaRue, and Veracity. Anyway, that's Ironwood, and we'll show you their contact information at the end of the show. But anyway, that's what they cover, and old PJ has been fantastic about lining up guests and getting them on the show, and I always love doing that. So anyway, on to the rest of the show. So the first thing I want to do, all right, since I've done Ironwood, is I've actually got Osborn Sales sitting right across from me, and he's been making funny faces the whole time. And I'm going to introduce Reed Dawson. And Reed, if you want to come around now, I offered Reed to sit on Santa's lap here, and
it was a little scary.
Yeah. So anyway, he politely declined. But anyway, so the other folks that we have, I got Robert Hankey with WestCal. All right. I got Mr. Peter Brennan with MBH. All right, and we're going to talk about the areas they covered. All right, and then I've got Mr. Don Jeters out in the furthest region that I can go to. So anyway, gentlemen, and I say that term loosely, you included.
Yeah.
Good morning and thank you. Welcome to the show. You can say thanks or.
Happy to be
morning,
here,
Todd.
Thank you, man.
Happy to be here.
So you got to understand, folks out there, Robert's been with me for about 10 years. Don, you've been with me a couple of years. I've known Peter for, it seems like a lifetime, right? And
way too long.
Yeah, way too long.
I finally submitted low bid and let you hire me.
So this is what I deal with on a daily basis, right? And now remember, guys, no cussing. Well, really, that's it. No cussing, if you would, please. Leave that to me. Actually,
define cuss.
What?
Define cuss.
No, I'll just let you know. And Kate, remember, we got the sign here right now. So anyway, hey, Robert, I'm going to start with you since you're in the upper left-hand corner. So you and I have worked together you were my first rep ever, right, for Brother. Yep. You and I have worked together for 10 years. Right, or close to 10 years. He's out in California, but Robert, I want you to talk about what areas you covered, and then go through some of your lines and maybe some highlights, and then sing Brother's praises if you can. So, Robert, the floor is yours.
All right, I'm up first, so I just got to start this off and saying, don't blame me for training him wrong on how to deal with reps, you other guys, okay? Because just because I was first, he was incorrigible when I met him. And he had real hair back then, too. I know, I've got photos. Now, I don't know what happened. You guys must have ran him off with the hair or something. But anyhow, so territory-wise, and thank you, Todd, for allowing us and WestCal Technologies to come on and talk on the show a little bit about us and Brother, of course. So WestCal's been in business for 40 plus years, and our line card consists of course, Brother Mobile Solutions, Brother Labeling, and we do Burke Tech, which is now part of Leviton. So a natural for Brother with all the cable labeling, right? And Leviton connectivity, another natural for all the Brother labeling there, and RXL, who's been on your show. So there's cabinets, racks, containment, cages, everything you ever wanted metal-wise they can do. Some interesting lines that are a little lesser known, but equally as fun, Extreme Power, a fabulous UPS line that we represent. Very competitive American out of Colorado, actually. So maybe they might be a good one to have on the show and labeling, etc. ICCN is a switch manufacturer and access point provider. Maxell, you all know who Maxell is, the interduct fabric cloth provider. And PrimeView is our AV line with cameras and I say cameras, no. with the screens. So we do video walls, indoor, outdoor, etc. Randall boxes, 5 square boxes. Softing, who's you know very well, is a tester line. And then Wilson Pro is our DAS solution. So lots of labeling applications.
Yeah, I love their soccer balls and their footballs. I mean, Wilson is a great product. I got to tell you personally, I love them.
Well, and what's interesting and why I personally am really an advocate for Brother, beyond the fabulous Todd Morrison, your work, it actually goes everywhere. I mean, you need to label every one of mine. There's no manufacturer that I have that doesn't need labels, right? So fabulous line to have. I want to make a pitch for Brother early on. Todd and I started so early that data wasn't even fully blown out. This is back in the day. Very good. This was back in the day when they had products that they didn't even know were datacom. And I'm going to hold this one up. It's probably reversed. I don't think you can see it. You can't. Yeah, you'll never see it. It is a 3.5 millimeter laminated label, which is ultra thin. Normally before then it was 6 millimeter. And I said to Todd in the early days, Todd, I've got these patch panels that do 48U or 48 ports in 1U. And lo and behold, he came up. This was originally designed as a CD label. Remember CDs, the round disc miniature records? Yes, those things. That's what those were designed for. And I'm telling you, I sell gazillions of these things right now for labeling everything in datacom. It was just a really fun start to the business and how we got kicked off and going. And then from there, it got so easy. Remember the early labels when you had to memorize how to do things? Now I can print labels by simply reading the screen in front of me.
There's another one.
Even more. There you go.
Yeah.
Anyhow, enough of me. I want to hear from these other guys right now and hear about their
Robert, you know what? I really appreciate you. I just spent time with Marty in my area out of San Diego, and he was showing the new Vertex solution and how that whole thing is coming together. And actually, Leviton approached me at Bixie in Vegas, and we're going to end up doing some type of collaboration as well. So stay tuned on that. Thank you very much, Robert. You're always, I can't say enough about what you do for me out there. Thank you very much. Appreciate your love for Brother. I think you got $22 coming your way for that. Awesome. So great job. Hey, so let's go to. Hey, you know what? So let's just go in order. So Don. So Don, with Thomas Dowell and Associates, Thomas L Dowell and Associates. I picked you guys up. Well, actually, you picked us. All right, I want to go that way. But anyway, it's been a couple of years, and I work very closely with Mr. Ken Schmieder. Ken has been in the industry a long time, and we've had some real good luck with our collaboration with one of the lines that you represent. And there's a long lineage with one of the lines that we have. And but anyway, enough with that. Thank you for coming on the show today. I appreciate you. And if you would, let the folks out there know the area of the coverage. And then who you're selling out there besides Brother.
Yeah, no, I appreciate the opportunity once again. But yeah, Thomas Dowell Associates company's been in business for 56 years now. We cover Missouri, Kansas, Iowa, Nebraska, in the lower portion of Illinois with 6 bodies, one in Kansas City, one in Iowa, and then there's 4 of us here in St. Louis, of which Ken Schmieder is one of them. I'm the president of the company. My brother's the other principal, Tom, in the company as well. And then Wayne Baker in Iowa and Jason in Kansas City. My tenure with the company is close to 40 years now, dating myself scaringly so. But like Robert was saying, I started in this business before there was levels, before there was anything. I guess the first networks we hooked up were coax. Then it was an IBM token ring, and then DEC came out with this thing called Ethernet. So, and the rest is kind of history. But yeah, I've been doing this for 40 years and been president of our company for about the last 30 years. The
So
markets we serve primarily.
you started early when you were 10 or 11, right? I mean, you were young.
Yeah,
That was kind
something
of
like
child
that.
labor
Don't
back
I
then. Okay, all right. Well, I'm just throwing you a little
young,
context.
actually, when I did this. It was young back then, not no more. So, but, primary markets we service are enterprise cabling, obviously, and then we also get into physical security and do some outside plant stuff as well. So, kind of a breadth of communication type applications that we cover. Key lines to complement Brother. We're the Belden rep for their smart buildings in the 4.5 states. We're also Fluke Networks. We've been with them for 23 years as a rep, and another key line, nVent Hoffman, which is kind of morphed over the years from just cabinets to where it's now Caddy and WBT, the basket tray line, are all under that same family. OSP wise, we're the Vertiv rep, which was originally Reltec, then Marconi, then Emerson Network Power, and now Vertiv. So there's a lot of independent telcos in this market, so we deal a lot with them on pedestals and cross connects and things like that, which also require labor. Which really Panasonic is our camera line, and we have an assembly line that we represent, major custom cable in this area, which we do a lot with the account that Todd's talking about, the complements, the big customer we've got. And then Oberon for WAP enclosures, and then STI Fire Stop, which is a really good line for us, or Easy Path for fire stopping. So pretty much we do everything from the closet out to the workstation and everything in between. So, reasons why Brother, we're the Belden rep. So everything we do in that regard, every job we get involved in requires labor. And the product line that Brother R surpasses anything else that's out there from what I've seen. The other thing is we've been the Fluke rep for 23 years, and they were the first one that Brother had an app with, Label Link, which I just found out about 15, 20 minutes ago. We're going to have an update on that Todd was letting us know about, but it's an easy way to accelerate job site productivity by being able to set up your file, upload to link to cloud service, download to your phone, and then into your PT 550W or the tester itself. So it helps me quite a bit. Todd did mention one account. Their strength as far as service, reliability, and product. We have the largest Cisco VAR in the country here in our town, and they do a ton of rack and stack work for a lot of very, very large customers, and we pretty much take over all their labeling. It's well in excess of 6 figures right now, this one account, and probably going to double in the next 6 months or so. So really the service ability.
Yeah, that account, again, there's so much opportunity for some of the new lines out there, and outside of just this stuff I got behind me. So I think it's going to be a banner 2023 for you guys and for us, just out of that single account. So
other support's been great. So that's what I got.
Hey, thank you very much. And you touched on the Fluke, the collaboration with Fluke. That has expanded into other collaborations. Robert mentioned softing. I know that the next gentleman, Pete, you owe me a couple dollars on there, but the next gentleman I'm going to introduce is going to talk about another certification testing line that Brother is involved with. But thank you very much, Don. I appreciate it. I know, Pete, we talked yesterday, and you're actually out and about selling, Brother. All right, you're out in the field right now, so I appreciate you coming from the cab of your truck.
Thank you for inviting me, Todd.
Appreciate you. So let us know. You and I have known each other for many, 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 many moons, right? With Brother and then outside of Brother. So when the opportunity for me came up when Peter started his rep firm, I mean, it was a no-brainer. And these guys have done incredibly well in the areas that they cover. And I had a previous rep in there, and I got to tell you that MBH and Peter and his team have really turned it on, and if anything, quadrupled the numbers. So thank you very much. I'm singing your praises as well as everyone else on here. But Peter, if you would please let the folks know a little bit about what you got, what you cover, and the floor is yours for the next few minutes.
Well, I'm in this group of seasoned veterans in terms of Robert and Don, I feel like I'm the new kid on the block, if you will, because we're going into our ninth year. And one thing that I've learned from this conversation, anyways, I don't have near enough lines. I mean, these guys have everything. I'm very small. We are, we're more of a boutique type of rep firm. We don't necessarily have the largest lines, but what we do is, proactively go out and aggressively market our products. We're the Eaton Power rep, the Eaton Beeline rep, and the Trip Light by Eaton rep. That is, they are our largest line. They are very involved with obviously with distribution, which is where we sell all of our products, and it's been a blessing for us to work with them. Our cable and connectivity is Hitachi cable and then OCC fiber. We also rep, in terms of Brother, we rep AEM as our test equipment, which, Todd, do you want to elaborate on the relationship with AEM?
Yeah, so the whole thing came about with our collaboration with Fluke. And I thought at one point there has to be a way with the existing app that we had, iLink and Label, to utilize that. And it was designed for Fluke, right? But there had to be a way to go outside of that. And I actually found, number one, I'm anal. Number two is that, I don't take no for an answer. So I found a loophole in this app that allowed me for like AEM. Let's talk about AEM. To take that database that AEM is going to preload into their test units and load the PTE 550. And it was seamless, absolutely seamless. And it works quite well. And the same with Softing. But we have a fantastic relationship. I know with Lisa Schwartz out there and Stephen Powell's, we've done joint shows together. It's been a fantastic relationship. And with the new PLT app, it just gets better. So anyway, you got the ability, like I said, to take that database. You're going to preload the AEM units, and you can load it into the 550. So, Peter, thank you very much, for singing our praises out there with AEM. Please continue. Thank you for letting me talk about that a little.
Being a boutique type of rep firm, we no one's ever gonna call me up and say, hey, I need to buy 2 million feet of Hitachi. Not that we don't participate in those projects, but we have to go out there and find different ways in order to market our product, and that's where Brother Labeling comes in. The value proposition is very high for some of these larger contractors who may who may be involved with a bigger type of cable and connectivity line. But we have the ability to go in there with Brother and show them the value proposition of being able to download the database inside the printer. The fact that labels are more readily available, on weekends and at night. We can go in and show them that we can take their, margin is something that's very important these days, and the people are trying to drive every piece that they can. And I go in and tell them how to take their labeling costs down from 9 cents to about 5. It's a real winner for us as a leader in terms of driving value for all of our products. So thank you, Todd. We're honored to be able to work with Brother. Not so much you, but definitely Brother.
You know what? I was just going to throw, until that last comment, I was just going to double your commissions from last month. All right.
Looks like we'll have to sell more.
So no, thank you, Peter. It's been a fun ride. There's many more rides in the future, and so I appreciate that. Thank you again for joining. And again, folks, at the end, we're going to have all the contact information. And so sitting to my right,
Yeah.
All right. We got Reed Dawson. And so Reed Dawson is with Osborn Sales. And, I actually had Osborn a couple of times. I know that sounds real weird, But once was with my competitor years and years ago.
Oh, okay.
Don't mention him. Well, I mean, you can mention the D word. So we'll say it.
Dymo.
Oh, yes, those guys. Anyway, so yeah, I used to work for those folks. Anyway, I wish I had those years back. So anyway, we brought Reed back on, and Osborn back on because Bill kind of shifted things. He had some health issues, and so Matt with Osborn kept just bugging the hell out of me everywhere I saw him. Hey, give us a shot. Let's talk about it. Blah blah blah. And it's like And so I figured, what the hell, right? And I laid down the law, and I got to tell you, your numbers are good. By the way, you may not see all the numbers I said, but the numbers are good. So they're heading in the right direction. But anyway, Reed is local, and I figure, what the heck? Let's just bring Reed in. So Reed, a little bit about Osborn, right? Kind of the territories you cover, and then tell us about some lines.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay. Well, Osborn Sales Solutions, or OSS, we handle everything, depending on the lines, we handle everything from Colorado west. And I handle the mountain area, and we have brother in the mountain area in the Northwest. Mm-hmm. So our lines vary depending on the market. Like we've got Trip Light in California. But we've got Allentel.
I'm going to talk about that in a minute.
Okay.
Really, this is good stuff. So go ahead.
Yeah, Allentel we have in our whole geography.
Yep.
We've got AEM, and AEM is a great line. You spoke to it earlier, and it's a very Lisa, awesome. Mm-hmm. Steve, mm-hmm. Awesome to work mm-hmm. with. So we really like AEM and the integration with Brother. It's most of the time when I'm talking to a customer, I show them both at the same time because they work together so well. Okay.
Correct.
All right.
Yeah,
well, I'll put this on top of it.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
We also have Ventive. Ventive is an excellent wireless network. They pretty much handle everything for the wireless network except for access points. So soup to nuts, enclosures, antennas, cable, connectors, the whole 9 yards. So Ventive is an excellent line in that space, very competitive. And we also have SureCall, which is for cell phone booster entity. So it kind of goes hand in hand, but they're the first ones to the market to come out to handle the 5G space.
Oh, okay.
So excellent company. Again, they do office as well as home and auto. So they can boost your cell service in any of those environments.
Very cool.
So, I'm speaking, these are the lines I have personally. We have some other lines in different marketplaces.
Well, we're here to talk about you.
Yeah.
It's all about you right now, what you have.
Okay.
And so the Allentel deal.
Yeah.
Right. So the folks out there, Allentel is exclusive to Gray Bar. And I'm actually headed to Vegas on the 21st.
So you're going to go?
I'm going to go. So what we're doing with Allentel, and this is some of what we're going to talk about Leviton about, Robert, and maybe even Belvin down the road and some others, is that I took the Allentel catalog and anything that I could do a template for, whether it be their patch panels, face plates, it doesn't matter, right? Yeah. So I'm going to take those SKUs and I'm going there to the Vegas headquarters on the 21st to personally measure those. And the whole idea is to take those templates by SKU and put them into the printers, right? The same with, again, talking to Leviton about the same deal. But the whole idea is that you get a Allentel or another user out there, mm-hmm. right? And they can bring up the SKU of that patch panel.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. And then basically take that database that already exists inside the 550 mm-hmm. and populate that that skew of patch panel.
Oh,
What do you think about that crap?
Yeah,
huh?
let me know as soon as
That's
that's
some good
live.
crap.
That is awesome.
You know what? Here, you get another.
I get another one?
Yeah, you
What
get
about that 20?
yeah.
Hold that back.
Yeah. So anyway, and then obviously the Allen Till, you know, and the whole idea behind what I'm trying to do with these collaborations is, you know, make life a lot easier. And so whether it's, you know, with Fluke, Don with you, and is, you know, Softing with you, Robert, and AEM is just make everything easier. And so hopefully down the road we'll have some real great talks with Leviton, and we can do the same thing as far as preloading, you know, those SKUs and templates. You know, Robert, you talk about that 48 port angle patch panel that we're using, that TZEN 201, the 9/64 tape, and that's huge out there, because I still see contractors taking a 3/8 inch tape and cutting that off the top and the bottom to fit in those small areas, right? Robert, I think you're on mute because I can't hear you laughing. You are. You muted yourself.
Yeah,
You're
I'm unmuted.
There.
There we
Now,
go.
actually, you know what? I kind of like you on mute. I kind of like you on mute.
It was a cutting board too. I walked in on a guy and he was using a cutting board to chop down labels, and I'm like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah. So you know what? It's just, if you think about it, you know, it's just labeling, but we're going to go beyond labeling. You know, we're trying to partner up and make life easier out there for all the contractors, all of your contractors, all of your end users. So again, that's what I really wanted to talk about. Thank you, each and every one of you, for singing our praises, the brother praises. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of other products out there you're selling, right?
Yeah.
That I think we can complement at the end of the
Absolutely.
day. And so anyway, I look forward to many more collaborations with the folks that you're working with out there, Belden in particular. And I mean, one of these days, Don, I'll you know, get with those guys and see what we can do there. But anyway, thank you
that's
very,
something I
very
can
much.
probably help them.
Yeah, no, that'd be great. Again, that's helpful. But thank you, Peter. Thank you, Don. Thank you, Robert. Thank you, Reed. I appreciate it. You know what? Anything else that you have in closing? I mean, I thought, I mean, we're at 10:31, which is fine. We can go over, but anything in closing that anybody wants to throw out there?
No, the only thing I would say is people tend to think of P-Touch and Brother, right? And that handheld unit. And we've been having as much success talking about the desktop models and the sophistication of your desktop models with free software and how well all that works. That really, you know, I don't want to bypass that. That's such a key to, I think Peter was mentioning earlier, the contractors, the big contractors, man, they need the desktop models too. And Brother brings it all, which makes it a nice complete solution for labeling.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Anybody, anything else before I shut this down?
Thanks, Todd. I gotta go
Merry
sell
Christmas.
something.
Yeah, Merry Christmas. And Peter, you know what? You guys kick ass out there. You know, you keep saying you're a little guy. Don't sell yourself short. You're not a little guy, Peter. You're a big man, and you've got a big rep firm, and you kill it. You kill it on the brother side. Thank you very much for all your hard work. Thank you, everybody, for your hard work out there. It was a great year for Brother. I look forward to a much better year. And well, all my bosses they're telling me we need to have a better year, and in 2023. But anyway, thank you for your help. You're a big part of our growth. Thank you very much for getting up early in the morning and sitting so close to me. I don't know here.
Yeah, I need that. I need to swim in that.
There you go. Anyway, that's all we got for today's show, folks. Kate, if you would, let's throw everyone's contact information out there. See you guys. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Yep. Thank you.
All right. So if you want,
Thanks.
Bon or Robert? Pete.
Pete.
There's a contact info. I talk to these guys all the time. I don't know. Anyway, there's a contact information out there. If you're interested in any of the lines that they have, give them a shout. And how Brother works with those. But anyway, on to the YouTube thing. Oh my God. So I don't know what the hell's happening with YouTube. but we're blowing up. I got 3,000 followers.
Really?
Yeah, no crap. I keep saying we got, tens of thousands of followers out there as a joke, but I looked the other day and 3,000. I don't know what the hell's happening. We're gaining popularity.
Yeah.
It's guys like you, anyway, thank you very much for those who have subscribed to the YouTube channel. It's awesome. Again, I don't know what the hell I get out of having all these subscribers. But it's good for brothers, good for the company, all right, to get the word out there. So thank you very much. Kate, what do we got next? Allentel. You know what? I think we can do Allentel. I really can. So I'm going out there the 21st. I'm going to try and nail those guys down for the show. If not, I got a great alternative. All right. January 26th, AEM, right? One of your lines.
Yeah.
Up here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to get Lisa on. I may even have you on too. Again.
Okay.
Yeah. Is that right?
Yeah.
Are you willing to come back
Oh,
after today?
after today, I'm not sure, but I'll let you know.
Well, here, let's make it a hat trick. All right. So anyway, so we're going to talk about the PLT app. It really is a kick butt app. We're going to talk about that and how it works with AEM. And Tom Jallo out there has also agreed to, with Softing, has agreed to come on, and I'm sure I'll get the other folks on as well. So anyway, do you have the QR code? I think I preempted. Yeah, there it. So anyway, 3,000. That's great. I'm very blessed, I guess, that so you folks like the channel, or you just like to watch me make an ass out of myself. Yeah, one or the other.
Yeah, well, I think it's that.
Okay, thanks. You.
I take it one back.
Anyway, scan your camera on that thing if you haven't subscribed. It's always a good time. Appreciate that. And then as far as the contact, the rest of us, everyone knows how to get a hold of me. All right, we got, but there it is. Jamie Brookover out in Virginia Beach, Dan Cobb in Wisconsin, Bruce Page in Marblemouth, Massachusetts.
I have a problem with that too.
Yeah, well, Bruce has got a lot of problems. So anyway, Rob Dawkins in North Carolina. Craig Robinson is actually in the office next to me. Craig is actually out here. He's normally in Florida, but Craig is out here for some brother stuff. I don't know. The party. We're having our Christmas get together. I've been with brother 10, almost 11 years.
Yeah.
This is the first time I've ever been invited to a Christmas party.
Wow.
Can you believe that?
That's just because you're here today. I'm gonna shut up.
So anyway, no, this is my first Christmas party. I do get invited every year, but again, coming from San Diego, it's difficult to be back here. So tomorrow night we're having our Christmas party. That's why all the important people are here. My brother, hey Bruce, Jamie, Dan. Did you guys get your invites? Anyway, thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you for the YouTube stuff. It's freaking cold out here, and I'm out of here Saturday. But thank you again for showing
Absolutely.
up.
Appreciate it.
You use some of that right here.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, thank you very much. Appreciate it. We'll see you in a couple of weeks. All right. Thank you again. I'm out. Kate. Good job, Kate. See ya.
Thanks.
Okay.